Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Taking advantage of the opportunities in the NBA market and updating the roster is something the Warriors know how to do very well. Russell Westbrook is a player who will once again be the great scorer alongside Stephen Curry. Westbrook will help the Warriors have a strong rotation, and this will ease the burden on the starters. Rumors: Warriors want to sign Russell Westbrook. The Golden State Warriors are expected to go on a deep postseason run this year, and with Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green all under contract through 2026-27, the Dubs seem to have 2 more seasons of true contention after this one. Kevin Looney, Gary Payton II, and Jonathan Kuminga will all be free agents at the end of this season. While all three have clear benefits to keeping them, the Warriors could look to add more veteran talent to round out their roster. Russell Westbrook can opt out of his contract after this season and explore unrestricted free agency. He has been an excellent role player for the Denver Nuggets this season and his value is high, although his fit with the Warriors would be questionable at best. Averaging 13.3 points, 5 rebounds, and 6.2 assists this season, Westbrook has shown flashes of both his strengths and weaknesses. At times, he is a dual guard with the best motor in the league and looks like the perfect complement to Nikola Jokic, but he is also inefficient and turnover-prone. At this point in his Hall of Fame career, the only thing he's missing is a championship ring, and he will likely sign with whatever team he thinks he can win a title with. The Warriors seem like a pretty safe option if he wants to leave Denver. The former Oklahoma City Thunder superstar could also have convinced the Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy to look into his availability as an impending unrestricted free agent this summer, which might end with the 9-time All-Star and 2-time scoring champion joining forces with Curry to hopefully capture a title in 2025-26, wrote the Sporting News' Dean Simon. It was posited that Westbrook could facilitate off the bench for a second unit of Looney, Kuminga, and Brandon Podziemski. However, with his fit in Denver clearly working at times, it seems likely that he will remain with the Nuggets. If he wants to ring chase to end his career, taking a back seat on the Thunder as a veteran bench player would be the ideal situation for fans. First time in his career. Draymond Green praises Warriors teammate who is all over the floor defensively. Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green is enjoying the improvement of the players around him on his team. Speaking at All-Star Weekend, Draymond Green declared the Golden State Warriors would win the NBA championship this season. East Crown. It was an optimistic view at the time with the Warriors battling just to get in the play-in spots. Now they are looking strong for a playoff spot and could yet finish as high as 3rd or 4th. The Jimmy Butler trade has brought confidence back to the Warriors, a game-changer for the franchise. Warriors legend Chris Mullin hailed the Warriors' big two of Curry and Butler, but to compete for the title they really need their depth to step up, and there have been great signs lately. Draymond Green praises Jonathan Kuminga. The Warriors' statement win over the LA Lakers saw big performances from Brandon Podziemski and Jonathan Kuminga. And in the loss to the Rockets, Moses Moody led the team with scoring on a rare off night for Stephen Curry. Speaking on his podcast, Draymond Green says he is thrilled with the defensive effort being put forward by the trio. He said, "The effort they've been giving on the defensive end, their offense is a direct influence of that. It's kind of how the game works. You give it your all on the defensive end, you get the reward. They've both been extremely aggressive. Moses, Moody, as well. Moses has stood up and taken that challenge of guarding the other team's best guard. We need them to play well in order to make the run we want to make. It's good to see them playing the way they are playing, confident and shooting the ____ out of the ball. We need them to play well in order to make the run we want to make. It's good to see them playing the way they are playing, confident and shooting the ___ out of the ball." Green is most impressed with Jonathan Kuminga, and believes he is playing with a defensive intensity like he has never seen before. He explained, "Great for us, JK has been all over the floor defensively, he's been rebounding and he's getting up the court, he's getting downhill, it's good to see him taking that challenge. What I'm watching him do, is him go take it, and it's the first time in his career where he I don't care about nothing else, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to make it so you can't take me off the floor. And you earned so much respect doing that. That was my path to being what I become. Jonathan Kuminga is rising to the challenge. Jonathan Kuminga has had a tricky few months, being mentioned as a possibility to be thrown into the Jimmy Butler trade. It was Andrew Wiggins who was sacrificed instead, but Kuminga had to wait longer due to an injury. And after lots of anticipation for his return, Kuminga was underwhelming, with Steve Kerr admitting he was struggling to find his fit on the team following the Butler trade. Kuminga has been making improvements since. His rebounds per game have jumped from 3.3 in March to 5.7 in April, perhaps showing some of the extra determination Draymond Green has been speaking about, and he will need to keep that up if the team are to go deep in the postseason. Steve Kerr admits the Warriors wouldn't have won 4 NBA titles without key Draymond Green ability. It's not his defense. Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr highlights one major quality ability of Draymond Green. The Golden State Warriors have really turned things around post the NBA trade deadline this season after adding Jimmy Butler to the roster. So much so that the Dubs created a chance of finishing inside the top 6 in the Western Conference standings. Amid their phenomenal run, the Warriors faced the Houston Rockets in their recent game. Despite the Warriors being in great form, the Rockets took care of business as they registered a solid 106-96 win. Steve Kerr on Draymond Green. One major talking point about the Warriors' 10-point loss versus the Rockets was the performance of their veteran forward Draymond Green. While Green is an NBA Defensive Player of the Year award favorite this season, there is one huge complaint that fans have about his game. It's none other than Green's aggression as racked up 5 fouls. When asked about this supposed issue about Green, Warriors head coach Steve Kerr quickly jumped to the 35-year-old's defense. I love Draymond's fire. The reason we got 4 banners up there. We wouldn't have any without Draymond. I love his fire. He was fighting out there, just didn't go our way, Kerr said. Rather than criticizing the veteran forward for his aggression, Coach Kerr loves it and believes the Warriors' dynasty wouldn't have been successful without Green being the defensive anchor of the team.